Yesterday, we were at Paco Arena in Manila City. 2 days ago, we were in Batangas City for All-Star Sunday. But now we head on back south at the Muntinlupa Sports Complex, the home of the Muntinlupa Cagers for your Tuesday triple header. This is day 78 of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League 2022 regular season. James Martinez and the Caloocan Excellence looking to test the mettle on the road once again, this time against Domart Matiliano and the Muntinlupa Cagers. Both of these teams trying to get wins to strengthen their hold of a chance to get into the playoffs. Caloocan at 5-13, Muntinlupa at 4-14. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Javi Palanya joined by Darvish Bederi. Both of these teams coming off wins and very important yung mga remaining games nila because they look to try to barge into the playoffs.
Yes, Javi, this is a crucial stretch for both teams. Both teams need to get to the playoffs, so they must both win this game.
All right, we also have the third member of our broadcast panel, Ms. Mika Abisamis, joining us for today at courtside. Mika, how are you?
You guys are right. Both Caloocan and Muntinlupa are still in the running for the top 8 and both don't want to give up. And it even makes it more exciting because of the great need. So you guys can really expect a big show here today. Javi, Dar.
All right, thank you. We'll be hearing more from Mika as this game progresses. Pag-usapan naman natin ang team standings. First, ang ating South Division. Look at here, Muntinlupa is sitting at number 9 just behind Imus. So for Muntinlupa, they'll have to be winning their last remaining games to be able to jump ahead of Imus Bandera in that South Division.
Yes, and Imus has tough games coming up for them, so it will be a good chance for Muntinlupa to get that 8 spot.
4-14 ang Muntinlupa Cagers. Let's look on over sa kabilang panig sa ating North Division where Caloocan is two positions away from that number 8 spot. Number 10, 5-13. Caloocan, they need to get these remaining games also in the win column for them to be able to jump out at Marikina, Manila. Medyo malayo na ang chance nila to make the playoffs with only one game remaining. Let's discuss the previous games of both of these teams. First, dako muna tayo sa game ng Caloocan where they get one of the biggest upsets against one of the top teams here sa Mpbl in the Batangas City Embassy Chill. That was an 86-82 victory last September 29.
Yeah, makikita natin, Javi. We all love upsets, and that's what Caloocan did. It didn't matter that they didn't score much bench points as long as their starters do the damage.
61 points off the bench for Batangas, but yun na nga, Caloocan getting the right blows in the end. James Martinez was the one who started it all para sa kanyang kumparan, only scoring 2 points in the third quarter, the last basket of that third period, but then exploding for 10 in that final frame to be able to get them that victory. 14 points nga ang naitala niya, 5 out of 10 from the field, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Yeah, James Martinez, you can really rely on him. Given the ball late in the game, he's gonna put buckets.
One of the players who you could just give the ball to and just get out of the way, playing out of the University of the East program. Ito si James Martinez. Will he be able to duplicate that performance in today's game? That is a question that is waiting to be answered. Dako naman tayo sa kabilang panig sa Muntinlupa Cagers. They also won their last game against the Laguna Croatia Heroes last September 28, 82-67. This was a game that was close in the first quarter, but in the second half, Muntinlupa led by as many as 23 points and never looked back.
Yes, lots of familiar faces in the Muntinlupa Cagers team, and they're very athletic. They would run, they would rebound, they'd score. So I really expect them to get this blowout win here against Laguna in the last game.
A big testament to that athleticism was that 55 rebound total plus 14 in that department. This guy, John Katimbuhan, the point guard here para sa Muntinlupa Cagers, taking on that lead role with Argel Mendoza sideline this season. Once again, came up with a big game, 22 points, 9 out of 19, 2 assists and 3 steals.
Yeah, it's so important to have a steady head at point guard.
12.5 points per game in this season. Let's see if John Katimbuhan can once again lead his squad to a victory over Caloocan Excellence on their home floor. Let's turn you over to our Coliseum announcer for our player introductions.
You'll be catching another exciting ball game here at the Muntinlupa Sports Complex as we bring you tonight's main game, Caloocan versus your Muntinlupa. This is the OK Bet Manny Pacquiao's Mpbl 4th season, presented by Extreme. Let's meet the starters. First, for the Caloocan Excellence Victory Liner, power forward number 19, Jomar Santos. Small forward number 8, Jaggy Laude. Starting at center, number 26, Real Cervantes. At guard, number 24, Damian Lasco. And also at guard, number 3, Achi Inigo. The head coach for Caloocan Excellence Victory Liner is Ronnie Dohilio. Assistant coaches Carl Lanuza, Hector Serrano, and Peter Santamaria. And now, the starting five for your Muntinlupa Cagers. Power forward number 15, Justin Alano. Also at forward number 7, Harold Arboleda. Starting off at center, number 14, Ivan Villanueva. Starting at guard, number 9, from Barangay Kupang, Vincent Alba. And also at guard, from Barangay Kupang, number 23, John Quinto. The head coach for Muntinlupa Cagers is Vinci Salvador. His assistants are JC Libunao and Red Yorio. Also an assistant coach and team manager is Tristan Tahan. Referees for this ball game are
Starters
Elmar
for this
Avis,
ball game, Achi Inigo, Damon Lasco in the backcourt. Real Cervantes is the man in the middle. Jogi Laude, Jomar Santos running out the forward spots para kay Coach Toto Duhilio. Sa kabilang panig naman, it's John Quinto, Vincent Alba, Ivan Villanueva, Harold Arboleda, Justin Alano. For your home team, the Muntinlupa Cagers. We are in the Muntinlupa Sports Complex. Javi Palanya, together with Darvish Bederi, Mika Abisamis, is with us at courtside. Tip-off won by the purple shirts. Caloocan is in white and orange, Muntinlupa purple and black.
It's exciting to watch this Muntinlupa team as I know so many of their players.
Alba, he can hit it from there, way off on that three-point try. Alano, offensive rebound. Put back is good para kay Justin Alano.
Yes, that's one of his go-to moves. Powerful, Justin Alano.
Had 3 offensive rebounds in their last game against Laguna. Inigo breaks away. Floater is good para kay Achi Inigo.
Oh, we've seen that for years from Achi Inigo.
Always has been a very steady point guard throughout his career. To si Achi Inigo playing out of the Far Eastern University program. Harold Arboleda hits it from downtown.
You could always rely on Harold Arboleda.
Kasi sabi ko nga, before there was a Scotty Thompson, there was Harold Arboleda.
Yes, he could do anything on anything and everything on the court. That's how he plays. He was also one of my former teammates.
And having played with him, what are your nice memories with Harold?
Actually, when I call him Cap, si Cap, he just always leads by example. He never talks much, he just does it.
Meanwhile, Damon Lasco getting the hoop and the hit on that one. Damon Lasco has been a revelation for Caloocan in this season, emerging as their go-to guy, their top gun amongst a lot of big names on their squad. But this guy, just a testament to the hard work that he puts in, really improved a lot of facets in this game. And Damon Lasco connects on the N1 opportunity.
Yes, Lasco always had the tools. I mean, I also trained with Caloocan for a time, and every time I see Lasco, he's always ready to shoot. He's always ready. He's always in the good spots to score. So it's nice to see him breaking out.
Just a shade under 15 points per game this season, along with 3.6 rebounds and almost 3 assists. Jomar Santos, one of the heroes of their win against Batangas, could not finish. Arboleda pushing the pace. Leaves it, Ivan Villanueva. Clean tap, could not get the bounce. Alano, another offensive rebound. It bounces it off, Damon Lasco.
Expect Muntinlupa to have lots of offensive rebounds. Villanueva and Alano and Arboleda, really, really good rebounders.
Oh, we talked about it in the pregame, wherein they had a 14-point advantage in the rebounding department, 55-40, where they had 19 on the offensive glass. Lasco drives left, kicks it out. Cervantes for 3. Real Cervantes, he started out that Batangas game with 8 quick points, 2 of those coming from downtown.
Yeah, Cervantes, also one of those veterans who you could rely on to score.
At ito si Real Cervantes, you know, he started off the season with Jensen. didn't really get a good stint there. Transferred on over to Caloocan. And for the most part of this campaign, yung numbers niya didn't really speak to the capabilities that we usually see from him. Pero being a veteran, as we see here, that 3-point shot that he just took and made, alam naman natin yung mga veterano na yan, pagdating ng point ng season na to, dyan sila kakamada.
Yeah, and it also speaks about his professionalism. I mean, he just worked hard, put his head down, and now he's getting his chance.
Baseline inbound here for Muntinlupa. Villanueva trying to find Arboleda, but Loud is sticking to him like a leech. Arboleda breaks free. That's going to be a push against Tweety Santos.
You could see the connection of Ivan Villanueva and Harold Arboleda. Fun fact, these two are really, really good friends dating back from their first stint with Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines.
And I believe they were also teammates in Perpetual.
I'm not really sure about that, Avi, but these two are really close. Oh, it's getting physical here.
Action really heating up in the opening minutes of our game. That's going to be an offensive foul against Justin Alano. Boy, did you expect this kind of intensity at the start of our game?
Actually, yeah, they're the home team, and Caloocan, sobrang palag din maglaro ng mga to. So, let's expect a heated battle.
Our referee is trying to review the last sequence. Offensive foul was called on the floor against Justin Alano. Looking to see if there's a little extra that needs to be meted. The referee is walking up to the scorer's table right now. Here's that play.
Oh.
And the call on the floor will be held. Offensive foul against Justin Alano. 8-5 is the count. Almost 3 minutes into the opening period. Heavy pressure being provided by Quinto here against Atsi Inigo.
Yeah, to delay the offense is such a crucial part also of the defensive team.
Oh, Cervantes pops one from 3. That's short. Quinto gets the rebound. Arboleda having trouble. Caloocan completes the steal. Laude, 2-on-1. Lasco, open, Pinoy step, and the finish with the left para kay Damien Lasco.
Yeah, you love that Pinoy step.
5 points now in the game para kay Damien. Pitch ahead, Laude, fake, passes. Santos is there for the deuce.
That's terrible defense from Muntinlupa. They got to run back on defense there.
7-point advantage here early on for the White Shirts. They are the visiting team here. Did not start well against Batangas. In fact, they were down by as much as 18 points in that game before they clawed back in that third quarter. As Villanueva scores in, Lasco will turn it over.
Yeah, Ivan Villanueva, one of them, another underrated big man in this league. He has good hands, he's hefty, and he's actually lost a lot of weight.
Is that Pinoy step, this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. On the win, Damien Lasco getting his 5th point of this one. And here is a turnover, this time on the side of Muntinlupa. The Cagers undergoing a coaching change at the tail end of this campaign. Coach Jules Hidalgo stepping out and Coach Vitsi stepping in to take the helm of this squad.
That's really hard, Javi. I mean, also based on experience, different coaches are really, for a player, it's hard to adjust to different coaches, constant changing of coaches.
There's that moving screen provided by Justin Alano. That's his 2nd personal of the game, which forces the hand of Muntinlupa to insert Coy Alves into this game for his 1st appearance. Cervantes at the post against Villanueva. Kicks it out. Santos, he can hit that. Oh, 3-pointer knocked down by Tweety Santos.
Yeah, and Caloocan up to an early 8-point lead here.
Santos was actually the top scorer in that match against Batangas. He had 25 on 10 out of 16 shooting as Arboleda answers with a 2-pointer inside.
These teams are actually quite similar. Caloocan also have bruisers for big men who can defend well. They're quite athletic, so it's nice to see this matchup. And again, it's getting so physical down there.
Jogi Laude knocked down to the floor. Let's see what happened here. Ivan Villanueva pinning him down like a bowling pin.
Yeah, nagparamdam lang naman.
Welcome to Muntinlupa.
Yes, welcoming lang yon.
I never want to go through those screens with Ivan Villanueva. I had the experience of having a back-breaking screen provided by Ivan Villanueva, and it was... my back did almost break.
Yes, it's not good. Those kinds of screens, you'll have a hard time sleeping at night.
Matinding masahe at ice bath ang kailangan dyan. Laude makes good on the first. Jogi Laude also had stellar game against Batangas in their last match. 18 points, 7 out of 14 from the field, 50%. Ito si Jogi Laude starting forward for Coach Toto Duhilio. Lead is 7 here para dito sa Caloocan. Let's turn you over to Miko Abisanos.
200 shots a day. Yan ang isa sa mga gawain na pinasok ni Coach Vinci Salvador since he joined Muntinlupa. It is his third game with them and he is actually amazed by the talent these boys have. Marami lang daw talagang naging injuries noong umpisa ng season kaya nahirapan ng players makabalik physically. Right now, they're just focused on making it to the top 8. Kung yung iba daw, one game at a time, sila daw may mga bagong plays na ipapasok for their next opponents. Javi Dar.
Thank you so much for that, Mika. And yes, Muntinlupa did start this season with a lot of injuries. In fact, meron pa nga silang player on the injured list. Their top point guard, Argel Mendoza. B-Boy Ingyo, also one of those players who started this season in sick bay, as well as Harold Arboleda. So these are key players who would have contributed for the Cagers at the start of the season. Kaya lang hindi talaga napunta doon ang kanilang fate, as a timeout is called here on the floor. 16-11 is the count. 4 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the first. Here are the numbers of both squads in this season. Di masyado nagkakalayo, Darwish. And actually, they're almost identical. Ang lamang lang talaga dito ng Caloocan is points scored, almost +2 in that department, 78.9 compared to 76.5.
Yeah, really identical stats here for both teams. Kaya yan ang abangan natin sa matchup na to kasi it's really nice to see level teams going up against each other, Javi.
Especially at this point of the season where there is a lot at stake. Coach Toto Duhilio on your screens. Formerly coaching as an assistant under Coach Alvin Gray with QC at the start of this season, but took over the head coaching reins para dito sa Excellence midway. And it has been up and down, but somehow still a positive change being effected by Coach Toto with this team. When also with their mid-season additions, they have been turned into a much more competitive squad.
Yeah, that's also the struggle of a long season. There's pros, but there's definitely cons as well.
Santos gets the high-low and scores inside. Lead back up to 7 here para sa Caloocan, 18-11. Katimbuhan for 3. Rebound Santos. Achinigo will walk it up here para dito sa Caloocan. Under 4 minutes remaining. Laude working against Arboleda. They're trying to locate Cervantes. Backdoor. Santos could not handle the heat of the pass. Muntinlupa will run. Transition defense is there. Matiliano from the right corner. Overshoots that a bit. Villanueva, the no-look Katimbuhan. Oh! Could have been a highlight play there to Coy Alves. We go back the other way. 3-on-2, 3-on-3. Lasco pulls up, gets it to go, nothing but the bottom of the net para kay Damian Lasco.
Bit of a helter-skelter.
Here's what happened here. Almost a steal there by Matiliano, but Lasco pulling up just before Ivan Villanueva could get to him. Well challenged right there, but no problem para kay Damian Lasco. 7 points now in the game. Timeout once again, this time by the Muntinlupa Cagers. 20-11 is the count. Mark Batiliano, 17.9 points per game this season. The lead scorer for the Muntinlupa Cagers. He had 13 against Laguna to go with 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Formerly playing for the Navotas Clutch, and he has really been a very impressive player for their team this season. A lot of the Cagers have been asked kung sino ang player na pinaka na-impress sila this season, and it's really gotta be Mark Batiliano.
And it's nice having these players breaking out. I mean, technically, they're not really known commodities in the basketball world. And thanks to breaking out in this league, people are starting to know who these people are.
And actually, Mark Batiliano is a graduate of an engineering course. I just forget to what specific engineering course that is. Pero matindi rin ang naging kurso ng college nito ni Mark Batiliano.
Another engineer playing. Tayo, Javi, ano ba tayo? Engineer din ba tayo?
Chef tayo, chef. Nag-culinary school kasi tayo nung araw.
Mga Michelin star.
Oh. Back to live action here. Caloocan playing against this Muntinlupa zone. Joseph Terzo is in the game along with James Martinez and John Lee Valin. Muntinlupa, they have Mac Montilla as well on the court.
It'd be interesting to see Terzo and Martinez playing together. These are two veterans of the pros. So, look to steady the ship for Caloocan.
Oh boy, dangerous pass there thrown by Arboleda, but he's one of the guys who really can execute those kinds of passes. And Coy Alves, excellent catch, was fouled on the shot.
Yeah, and just an introduction, Coy Alves, he's also from Paraná. From Parañaque, we've played against each other a lot of times, mga ligang labas lang.
This free throw by Coy Alves is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Coy Alves averaging almost 6 points per game this season, 5.1 rebounds and 0.5 assists.
Yeah, Coy Alves, he looks wiry thin, but he's actually really athletic. He's tough on defense also.
63.2% from the free throw area in this campaign. Perfect on that trip. Pero 7 pa rin ang inahabol dito ng Muntinlupa. Edwin Asoro, another veteran, is in the game para sa Caloocan. It's a swat by John Lee Valin. Or rather by Alves, sorry. Lasco drives to the teeth of the defense. Valin, another try, and he will score. Montilla will take the 3. He will not be shy, and he will make it. Mac Montilla. Also one guy who started this season at sick bay para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers.
You can see Muntinlupa, they could rely on anyone to score here at any time.
Martinez, floater, overcooks that a bit. Valin, offensive rebound. Once more, he will score on the second chance opportunity.
Yeah, that's his consecutive baskets for Valin. He's very long and agile.
24-16 is the count. Under a minute remaining here in the opening frame. Montilla gets a screen from Arboleda. Harold pops out. Penetration. What a block there by John Lee Valin.
And the stare down too.
Martinez will be fouled after that sidestep. Oh boy, what a block that was by John Lee Balin. But here is the drive on the break by James Martinez, fooling back Montilla with that ball fake.
Everything but the shot.
James Martinez, coming out of the University of the East, has always been one of the most deadly scorers, whichever team he plays for.
Yeah, he's a professional scorer, as we call it. I mean,
tama.
you can rely on him to get buckets.
Yun yung nakasulat sa GAB license niya.
Oo, yun nakalagay talaga.
Martinez takes care of business on the first. Perfect trip at the line para dito kay James Martinez. First 2 points in the game.
And as we end the first quarter, you can see Caloocan is actually up 10 points.
Alves waits for his teammates. Montilla will set it up here. He gets the roadblock, re-screen. Peñaredondo trying to bother Montilla, and that turnover will be realized here for the Cagers.
Yeah, they're constantly looking for Coy Alves. Coy Alves is a high leaper, so they're trying to get him the ball in that alley-oop, but sometimes it's a risky play.
.21 seconds left here. Muntinlupa has 7 turnovers in just the first quarter. Caloocan will most likely hold for the last shot of this period. Muntinlupa sticks to the zone. 5 seconds. Peñaredondo, short stab is good. And what a dazzling start here para sa Caloocan Excellence. Ending this quarter, 10 out of 16 from the field, 62%.
Yeah, really strong finish from Caloocan. They look to be putting their foot on the pedal right here.
Forced 8 turnovers against Muntinlupa and converted them into 11 points. Itong Caloocan Excellence just in the first quarter. Ball movement has been on point as well para sa kanila. 7 assists for the Excellence in the first 10 minutes of action. Everybody getting the share of the pie para sa Caloocan and Coach Toto Duhilo as they are up by a dozen, 28-16 after 1. Back here inside the Muntinlupa Sports Complex. This is the third game of your Tuesday triple header, the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, day 78 of the regular season. Next week, playoffs na po tayo. But still a lot of exciting matches waiting for you as we clear this week here in the Mpbl. Caloocan and Muntinlupa trying to gut it out for a victory in this match. Martinez from the left corner, that's good.
There he is again, James Martinez. And for Muntinlupa, they should be looking to cut down on their turnovers. There's too many turnovers for the first quarter, leading to buckets for Caloocan.
31-16 is the count, 15-point advantage, the biggest of the game para sa Excellence. They blitz Katimbuhan. Montilla trying to get it to Alves. Sidestep, Arboleda, right corner 3, in and out. Athletic rebound there by Balin. Peñaredondo is on the floor together with Tercio, Asoro, James Martinez, and John Lee Balin para sa Caloocan. They swing it around. Peñaredondo too strong. Tercio offensive rebound. The kick out. Martinez 3. No dice right there para kay James.
All right, just rimmed out. Muntinlupa can get their rhythm on offense here.
Alves gets it back out to Matiliano. Working against James Martinez. Drives to his strong side, trying to get it to Katimbuhan on that baseline cut.
Another turnover there from Muntinlupa.
They counter with a steal. And Montilla will slow things down here for the Cagers.
Yeah, I think for the Cagers, they really have to just breathe, slow down, take their time.
Oh, that was almost 2 points there by Koy Alves. Excellent feed by Harold Arboleda. He was asking for a foul. Let's turn it over to Mika Abisamos.
Coach Ronnie Dohilio has been sleeping well the past weeks, may it be a win or a close loss. Their performances against Bacoor, Batangas, and especially Nueva Ecija made him realize that he has a strong team. It just really took a while for them to get used to each other again. This is a team to watch out for next season. Havi Dar.
Thank you for that, Mika. Yeah, definitely. That game against Bacoor was a game for them to win. That went into overtime, and they were actually in control before John Hamon put on the finishing touches for the strikers, exchanging blows with Damien Lasco in that extra period. But they did follow it up with a huge win against Batangas City in their last match.
Yeah, in Caloocan, this is the type of team na pag nakita mo, you see it on paper, you could underestimate them, but in truth, they're actually really good.
Yeah, and we say this a lot, you know, the roster, I mean the record rather, doesn't really do justice to the kind of players that they have. Balin almost momentarily open. Peñaredondo, the leaner. Balin, another offensive rebound. Very active on the glass.
Yeah, they're having a hard time with the length of Balin here, who's showing his high motor, rebounding, defending, scoring.
Here's the miss by Peñaredondo. Then Balin right there. I really don't think that was a foul. Domart Matiliano looked to have gotten all ball.
Well, that's the thing with officiating as well. I mean, sometimes referees get the call right, sometimes they get it wrong.
Tama nga dyan. Tao nga lang naman ng ating mga game officials. And it's never gonna be a perfect game. But then again, you would want, especially if you are the team on the opposite end of the stick.
Yeah, officiating is so important.
I believe they have the hardest jobs in all of basketball.
Yes, they get much of the flack from either the fans or the coaches or the players as well.
It's a thankless job. I believe even harder than being a head coach.
Oh, I'm not sure about that, Avi.
Ah, talaga?
Yeah, parang mahirap din maging head coach, pare.
Sa bagay yung physical, mental, emotional stress, lagi nandun pa sa pagiging head coach. That free throw by John Lee Valeno is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Actually, we did talk about that, the head coach, being a head coach, being a very difficult job. Day in and day out, you have to deal with not just your players, the fans, management. Ang dami mong kailangan na pasayahin.
Yes, exactly. And I think we have the best example of that. I mean, I don't want to name names, but I think you know who I'm talking about, Avi.
For sure, and I know all of our viewers do have an idea of who that is. Back to action here. Muntinlupa versus Caloocan. 33-18 is the count. 3 minutes into the second quarter. Montilla draws Valino on the switch. Matiliano, he has yet to get going, and there he go. That just might do it para kay Domart Matiliano, first bucket of the game.
Yeah, such an athletic finish by Matiliano.
Muntinlupa, they are sticking with this zone. Terzo, Asoro, rush shot doesn't work. Montilla being bothered by Edwin here. Picks up his dribble abruptly. Ito si Mac Montilla, but they do get it across. Matiliano from the left wing, way short. Barely drew iron on that attempt. Peñaredondo. Asoro thinking three. Hands it off to Martinez. James asks for the screen. Being blitzed right there by Madera. Martinez gives it up. Peñaredondo. And Terzo will step on the line.
For that example, they were taking too much time. Caloocan right there.
Good defense right there for Muntinlupa. Could be the start of something for the Cagers here as they try to get back in this game.
Yeah, they just really got to get stops and score. That's how you crawl back from a huge deficit.
Montilla on top against Peñaredondo. Arboleda offers the screen. Rafi Octubre is in the game para kay Coach Toto Digilio. And there's gonna be a foul on the drive nito ni Eugene Madera.
Yeah, minsan yung mga ganong drive. I mean, sometimes if you look at it, it's out of control. So I think as a defender, the best thing to do there is just let him lose control.
Laude will check back in para dito kay Joseph Peñaredondo. Cervantes will also get back on the floor para dito sa Caloocan.
It's nice to see the big man matchup this time of Ivan Villanueva and Real Cervantes. Two big-bodied big men going at each other.
Madera 6 the first. And the crowd already starting to get into this.
Yeah, Muntinlupa is really known for it's a really hostile crowd here in Muntinlupa. These are passionate people. They love basketball.
Mukhang malalim yung hugot mo when you said hostile.
Hindi, totoo kasi talaga.
Have you played here a lot? I mean, as the road team?
I don't remember, but I did play for a Muntinlupa team, a different league though, but they're very passionate. They really get into the opposing team's skin.
Octubre thought of the three-point shot. Laude will not be bothered. They get the offensive rebound. Octubre, short stab is in para kay Rafi Octubre.
Yeah, Rafi Octubre, an athletic player.
Not see a lot of action in that game against Batangas. Only played 4 minutes. But seeing some early playing time. There have been games where Octubre has started, but he has been in and out of that regular rotation.
If I'm not mistaken, where did Octubre last play?
I believe it was Imus, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check that though. Engyo, floater is short. Octubre with the board. 13 po ang inahabol dito ng Muntinlupa. Laude will call the shots here. He has Marte Hill with him along with James Martinez and Jogi Laude. Laude partially blocked from behind, forcing the miss itong si Mac Montilla. Montilla trying to find Villanueva at the post. He's working against Octubre. Losing a lot of time there. And why not? Patience is indeed a virtue para dito kay Ivan Villanueva.
Ivan, that's his. I mean, once he gets his back towards you, expect him to get to the basket.
Great use of the body to be able to shield that basketball away from the long arms of Rafi Octubre. And there is the flex. Galing dito kay Ivan Villanueva.
And I mean, I'm also good friends with Ivan, and the body of work, you can really see his hard work because he didn't always look like this. He was a bit thicker in months past, and he's really worked hard on his frame.
Definitely one of the most passionate players that we have here in the Mpbl. Laude having trouble. They give it up. Octubre, he can hit that shot, but that is way off. Chance here once again para sa Cagers.
Caloocan bench actually really getting into it as well as the Muntinlupa bench, trying to distract the players.
Montilla, tough move. Villanueva tried to fight for it, but eventually ends up with Octubre, another board para sa kanya. Marte Hill doesn't see the advantage. They'll set it up. Oh, Cervantes, free for 3.
Oh, he was wide open.
Gusto ata ni Rail yung may bantay pa talaga.
Oo, contested. May mga ganong players eh. Pag libre, medyo pero pag contested, sure ball.
Ikaw ba ang mas gusto mo?
Ako, libre.
Engyo, too strong on that attempt. Caloocan the other way. Oh, good swipe there by Mac Montilla, but a counter steal. James Martinez, the floater, air ball. While going up and down here, Matiliano, and the finish! The hoop and the hit para dito kay Domart Matiliano, igniting a 10-4 run para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers. Did not have the advantage but took it anyway.
Yeah, he's just taking things in his own hand, scoring the basket.
Well, you definitely want that if you are the leading scorer of any team, especially when your team needs buckets. Minsan kailangan mo talaga ipilit eh.
Oh, yan yung primary role mo. They give you the ball and you try to do something with it, whether it's an assist or scoring.
Domart Matiliano, 85.1% from the line, the top free throw shooter this season sa ating liga. Timeout will be called here by Coach Toto Digilio as his team up by just 8 points right now, 35-27. Remaining games on the schedule of the Caloocan Excellence. They have Makati Manila Kingpin on October 8 and on October 13. A big matchup against the Sarangani Marlins. We were talking about it in pregame. These games, kailangan nila panalunan to be able to jump out of Imus for that 8th spot.
Oo, sobrang crucial nito. The lead up to the playoffs, whether you're a top team or you're trying to chase for the 8th seed or even seeding. Seeding is very important in all leagues actually.
This is the playoff picture, at least in the bottom half of that South Division. Imus, Muntinlupa, in Laguna, they have 3 remaining games each. This game included para dito sa Muntinlupa. And if Laguna wins all of its remaining games and Muntinlupa wins at least 2 of its last 3 and Imus wins at least 1 of its 3 remaining games, those 3 will have identical 6 and 15 win-loss records, which will have a goal difference tally depending on their final scores on all of their games between Imus, Muntinlupa, and Laguna.
Oh wow, goal difference. So yung lamang.
Yeah, hindi yung quotient. So you will total the scores of the remaining games. Tapos ipa-plus minus mo pa yung mga lamang nila or yung disparity nila dun sa mga kalaban nila.
Well, that's very complex, but
although with the loss of Laguna earlier today, hindi na yun mangyayari.
yeah. It makes things less complex. Pero for these two teams na humahabol sa 8th seed, to make it simple, they really just gotta win the remaining games.
So it's gonna be, if Muntinlupa is able to win at least 2 of its last 3, then they will tie Imus. If Imus wins at least 1 of its 3 remaining games, pag ganon, win over the other na. We'll have to check if Imus and Muntinlupa have already faced each other this season at kung sino nanalo dyan. But ganon ang magiging scenario dun sa bottom half ng ating Southern Division team standings. Laude streaking ahead for 2, restoring the lead back to a dozen. (39-27). Montilla gets the rescreen from Alves. Tries to dump it off to Engyo in the baseline, but Matiliano gets the counter steal.
Yeah, Muntinlupa really has to use the momentum that they had to try to catch up.
Montilla from way out, that's off to the right. October looking to pitch to Laude, but that won't be available for him. Instead, Caloocan will set things up.
Oh, Muntinlupa with the 2-3 zone.
It looks like a 1-3-1 actually.
Yeah, a bit of a man zone here.
Which, whatever it was, worked for them on that possession.
Yeah. Gumana yung balasa na ganun. And, you know, Muntinlupa, you could see it in their players. They really want to win this game.
Well, you always want to give the best in front of your home crowd. Katimbuhan at the controls here for the Cagers going up against Marte Hill. Well, that's a travel against Chan Katimbuhan.
Oh, there we are again with those turnovers. I mean, Muntinlupa's Muntinlupa has to tighten up.
10 turnovers now in the game for the Cagers. They only had 12 against Laguna.
Yeah, and Katimbuan trying to get his rhythm, but seems to be struggling a bit right now.
Hill out of control on that one. Referee corrects himself. It will be same basketball on the part of the Caloocan Excellence. It is going to be a baseline inbound with 13 seconds left on their shot clock. Hill from the left wing. Short, Octubre, offensive rebound. Katimbuan almost comes up with a steal. Almost 6-second differential, shot clock and game clock. 4 on the shot clock. Lasco driving hard to the left.
Oh, that would drive any coach crazy. I mean, it's a bailout foul right there. I mean, the time was running out, player was out of control, and they fouled.
Very crucial because if they had gotten a stop, they could have left this first half down by just 10 points or even 9 with a 3-point shot.
And now Lasco's a good free throw shooter, so Caloocan just extending their lead going to the second half.
Damien Lasco, 68.3% from the charity stripe this season, but he has, as I was about to say, he has been impressive in the past few games from the stripe. Missing on the second. And the foul given up in the backcourt. Galing dito kay Damien Lasco. A little bit of frustration written all over that personal.
Montilla not happy with the foul too.
Mukhang natamaan kasi sa ulo eh. Let's look at that. Just a regular foul. Laban dito kay Damien Lasco. 2 seconds, 2.4 rather, remaining in our first half. Montilla will trigger in. A great ball denial here. They throw it up. Alves. What a play right there for Muntinlupa to finish the first half. Montilla triggers in. Caloocan had great ball denial, but they pitch it ahead to Alves, who was on the right side of the ring, drives baseline, and finishes with the inside hand on the other end of the basket.
Oh, medyo muntik na ma-steal. I thought they were going to get the steal, but that's a good move from Alves. Long strides and makes the basket.
That definitely will count right here for Muntinlupa. There was 0.1 or 0.2 on the clock when the ball left Koy's hands on that one. Great end here to the half para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers. However, this first 20 minutes, at least majority of them has belonged to Caloocan, and James Martinez has been one of the guys at the forefront of the attack. 7 points in the first 20 minutes para dito kay James Martinez as his team up by 11, 40-29. He is with Mika Abisanes.
Maraming salamat, kasama ko nga ngayon ang best player of the half na si James Martinez. James, napakaganda ng pinapakita ng team sa last games nyo. Lalo na ikaw, lumalabas na yung James Martinez na talagang ine-expect naming makita.
Siguro yung tiwala lang din ng teammates ko at ng coach ko, yung binibigay sa akin nila na kumpiyansa, kaya nakaka-contribute naman ako.
Pero James, nasa Muntinlupa tayo, crowd ng Muntinlupa ang nandito. Nakita natin nung last minutes, medyo humahabol na sila. Anong iniisip mo para sa second half?
Siguro yung ginawa namin ng first 2 quarters, i-continue lang namin kasi nagsazone sila. Kailangan mabilis yung ikot ng bola para ma-break namin yung zone. Yun lang siguro. Kailangan lang namin din mag-defense yan, para manalo. Kasi nag-aabol kami sa sa playoffs eh. So kailangan namin itong game tsaka yung next 2 games pa.
Lahat na nga ng tao ay naghahanda para sa playoffs. Maraming salamat. Magbabalik po ang OKBet Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Mabango ako, promise. Back at the Muntinlupa Sports Complex for your OK Bet Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abisamis and I am with two very important people. Assistant Coach Carl Lanuza of Caloocan and of course Team Manager Mr. Tristan Tahan of Muntinlupa. Kayo po muna Coach, napakaganda ng pinapakita ng team the last games. Kwento nyo naman sa amin, paano po ba nabalik tong rhythm na to?
Nag-build up lang ng confidence yung mga players, tapos unti-unti nag-gel. But we told them and reminded them na it doesn't stop there. So the last remaining games, including this one, alam nila na importante, sense of urgency that we must win all games.
At Coach, dahil dyan maraming sumusuporta sa Caloocan, anong gusto mo sabihin sa kanila and meron ka bang mga gustong pasalamatan?
Apo. We would like to thank Congressman Oka Malapitan, si Sir Dennis, Sir Felix, tawag niyan, Victory Liner, si Mayor Along Malapitan, Sports Garage, UE Junior Players, si Baby Ali, Hoyas Basketball. Yun na po.
Maraming salamat, Coach. Sir, the next games will be very important. I believe you are facing Imos one of those days, no? What are you telling the boys?
Actually, sabi nga namin sa kanila, nasa sa kanila na to kung gusto nilang umabot kami sa semis. So, nakikita naman namin sa ensayo namin na talagang they're doing their best. And highly motivated naman ang each and every players ng Cagers. So, siguro it will just magiging resulta na ng laro na to. Kumbaga kung paano na lang nila dadalhin yung sistema namin sa laro.
Sir, ano pong gusto mo sabihin sa mga fans na nandito sa Muntinlupa ngayon and meron po ba kayong mga gustong pasalamatan?
Of course, una-una gusto namin pasalamatan si Attorney Jem, Boss Aya, Boss Alma, Sir Oscar. Of course, Consul Lester Baez na nandito ngayon. Alam mo pa-interview, nahihiya yata. Gram Air Conditioning, Sir Richard Sabalsa. And of course, our mayor, our congressman, and yung bumubuo ng technical working group ng every game ng Muntinlupa Cagers dito sa aming home court. Maraming salamat sa suporta. And of course, sa lahat ng mga Muntinlupeño na nanonood. And to my family and my kids. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was Mr. Tristan Tahan, Team Manager of Muntinlupa, and of course, Assistant Coach Carl Lanuza of Caloocan. Magbabalik po ang OK Bet Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
4, 3, 2, 1, Mpbl na, Mpbl na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
at the half here between Caloocan and Muntinlupa, where the Excellence lording it over the home squad, 40-29, an 11-point advantage para dito sa Caloocan. Damien Lasco and the rest of the white shirts have zoomed to an early lead here. Finished the first quarter ahead by 12 points, but Muntinlupa was able to storm back and finish this first half down by just 11 after a lead of as high as 17 points. What for you, Dar, has been the difference in the play of Muntinlupa bridging the first and second quarters?
I think in the first quarter they just had too many turnovers, and like I said, they had to limit their turnovers. And gladly in the second quarter they picked up the pace, they tightened up, and they had a few runs where we thought they would put the lead down to less than 10 points.
And that guy, Domart Matiliano, one of the guys who were responsible for the Cagers getting back and cutting down what was once a 17-point lead to just 11 at the half. And this was the play that ended the first 20 minutes of action. An excellent pitch by Mac Montilla from the backcourt to Koy Alves, who was near the baseline, finishing on the other end.
And as you can see the stats here, the field goals, the percentages, the difference in percentage of Muntinlupa and Caloocan. Clearly, Caloocan has been making more of their shots. And the turnovers, like I said, 12 turnovers for Muntinlupa, which led to 16 points for Caloocan. They got to cut down on the turnovers.
So defense will be very important here para sa parehong koponan if they want to be able to hack out a victory in this all-important game para sa kanila. Leading scorers here para sa parehong koponan, Damien Lasco leading everyone with 8, James Martinez and Tweety Santos. They have 7 to backstop Lasco. Cervantes has 6. Kabila naman, it's Koy Alves. He has 6. Arboleda and Matiliano with 5. Ivan Villanueva has 4 for the Muntinlupa Cagers. We are just about underway here to begin the second half. Steven Codal wasn't really a factor in the first half. In fact, actually, sorry, my bad. Did not see action in the first half, and seeing his first taste of the floor in this third quarter, starting alongside Harold Arboleda, John Catimbuhan, Mac Montilla, and their leading scorer, Domart Matiliano.
Yeah, Steven Codal getting some action. Another one of my former teammates and good friend. He actually told me that he worked so much on his losing his weight as well, and he wants to shout out JCL Fitness for his fitness goals.
And what a great way to start this third quarter. Muntinlupa bringing on that momentum to finish the first half. On to the start of this third period as we bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Own the win. The speedy John Catimbuhan getting the step on his defender, adjusting and stretching for the finish.
Yeah, Catimbuhan, who hasn't scored in the first half, if I believe, and he really needs to help his team get on the board and score.
Troy Catimbuhan, yeah, that's right, 0 points in the first half, but he is one of the lead scorers para sa Cagers this season. But Jomar Santos answering back with a 3-point shot. 43-32. 11-point lead pa rin para dito sa Caloocan.
Muntinlupa trying to find a rhythm. Wow. That's a good move from Matiliano. He's very slippery on offense. Like it seems like it's so hard to defend him.
Let's look at this last play. The Iceman, Domart Matiliano, slithers his way past 3 defenders and gets the 2 points. At the end, may isa pang chance dito ang Muntinlupa. Steven Codal getting his first 2 points of the game on that possession.
Yeah, Muntinlupa seems to be getting some momentum going here.
7 na lang po ang inahabol dito ng Muntinlupa. Lasco gets a screen from Cervantes, kicks it out. Inigo for 3. Yes, sir. 2 3-pointers to start this second half para sa Caloocan Excellence.
Yeah, Muntinlupa has been doing a good job scoring, but they haven't been able to stop those 2 threes. The lead would have been slimmer by now.
Caloocan was 3 out of 11 from downtown in the first half. They already have 2 here in the third. Codal will back down Cervantes. Arboleda, offensive rebound. Almost a 3-second violation. 3 on the 24. Katibuhan will not have enough time. That shot will not count.
Yeah, they just weren't aware of the clock right there.
It seemed Harold had trouble with possession of that basketball, but here is that excellent bounce pass by Arboleda to Kudal. Back on the other end we go. Cervantes, that's a good bounce pass by Jogi Laude. And he will get the hoop in the hit. Itong si Rail Cervantes.
Cervantes really strong. I mean, he was knocked. I mean, Kudal is, joke nga dyan, para siyang aparador. But Cervantes also, para din siyang aparador. So nagbanggaan sila dalawa and one. Let's see if he makes a free throw.
Well, Jogi Laude has been very good at feeding his teammates the past few games. He had 4 assists in their game against Batangas City. Matiliano breaks away once again.
Strong drive. He seems to be carrying Muntinlupa on his shoulders.
9 points now in the game para kay Domark Matiliano. Santos, another bucket. That's good. And he is starting to go to work here. Itong si Jomar Santos.
Muntinlupa just having a hard time getting stops here. That's all they need. They've been scoring in this quarter to start the quarter. They just need to get some stops.
High-low, Kudal to Arboleda. The kick out on the left side. Montilla banks it off the glass.
Grabe, anong oras na? Open pa pala yung bank operating hours.
Oo.
Na-extend.
10:05 p.m. Bukas pa rin po ang bangko dito sa Muntinlupa para kay Mac Montilla. At Inigo finds himself open. Rattles in for the trifecta. 8 puntos na po for the former FEU Tamaraw na si Achi Inigo. These teams have been trading baskets in this third quarter, kaya naman ang lamang nasa 12 pa rin para dito sa Caloocan.
Yeah, I mean, ganda panoorin ng laro actually pag ganito. It's up and down.
This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Left wing 3 off the glass. The bank open para kay Mac Montilla at 10:05 p.m. Katimbuhan, little shake, go, and the finish with the inside hand. Not a lot of misses in the third quarter for both teams. Cervantes, he'll be fouled by Kudal. What a sight that is. Steven Kudal defending Rail Cervantes going downhill.
Oo, grabe. Parang Clash of the Titans.
Oo. Tactical substitution para sa Muntinlupa in inserting Steven Kudal to try and neutralize the big men of Caloocan, particularly Rail Cervantes. That's going to be just a regular foul against Steven Kudal. That's going to be 2 free throws. That'll give him continuation on that play. Kudal is arguing that it should have been downstairs. But nevertheless, the call will hold. And Caloocan will take its 11th and 12th attempts from the line. Cervantes takes care of business on the first try.
Yeah, I just like to shout out my good friend Jigs Reyes. He's watching the game right now.
Happy viewing, DJ Jigs Reyes. Cervantes, a 2 of 2, 50% shooter from that area this season. Averaging 9.7 points. Ito si Rail Cervantes, also one of the heroes in their last game against Batangas City. Ooh, offensive foul right there. A hard pick given up by Steven Kudal.
That's one of the strong points of Steven Kudal, actually. Me being teammates with him before, he was often used as our screener as he was so wide. I don't think anything intentional was done. He's just really wide. And I think Lasco didn't hear Cervantes calling for the screen. So he got hit there. Ice bat malala. Pag ganyan, Javi.
Lasco sprawled on the floor for a few moments after being hit with that hard screen from Steven Codal. And it's a pity because Codal has been given quality minutes to Muntinlupa in this third quarter, even hitting a basket from short range. But the Cagers will have to field Ivan Villanueva back in, as Codal has been called for his third personal. Let's turn you over to Mika Abisanes.
James Martinez is grateful for the attention he has been receiving because of his work. Tinanong ko siya, for a guy as tall as him, grabe yung confidence niya makipagbanggaan in the pros. Sabi niya, he was a black belter pala sa taekwondo. So ngayon, alam niyo na saan galing ang tapang niya. Havi Dar.
Wonderful report, Mika. Thank you so much. I really love to hear those kinds of information galing sa ating mga players na di talaga nalalaman ng mga tao. Kaya naman pala, black belter naman pala ito si James Martinez.
I mean, ang galing, di ba? We have pilots, we have engineers, and now we have black belters.
Master James Martinez. Katimbuan, meanwhile, trying to manufacture a shot there para sa Muntinlupa.
Yeah, oohs and ahs in the crowd.
Going downhill, John Katimbuan working on Jogi Laude. There's that spin inside the lane, splitting two defenders. Jomar Santos trying to help out. Katimbuan averaging 12.5 points per game this season, along with 5.4 assists. Emerging as the lead guard in the absence of Argel Mendoza. That free throw by Katimbuan, which just missed, is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Yeah, Katimbuan is trying to still get to his rhythm, and Muntinlupa badly needs him. He's their lead guard, and good pass.
Santos scores anew. That's going to be 14 points in the game para kay Tweety Santos. Arboleda breaks free and he will finish.
Yeah, if I'm Muntinlupa, besides Katimbuan, one of the other people I have to get going is Harold Arboleda.
Martinez gets himself tangled up in the middle of the floor. That's going to be a held ball situation. That possession arrow favoring the side of Caloocan.
I really like the pace of the game right now. Up and down. Let's see what Muntinlupa can do with this lead.
And both of these squads have been very impressive in hitting their shots. Almost a knockout play right there by James Martinez. Cervantes working against Villanueva. The fall away works para dito kay Real Cervantes.
Yeah, confidence is high for Real Cervantes.
11 puntos na po para dito kay Real Cervantes, which pushes the excellence to a 14-point advantage. Look at that. Between the legs, step back to the left. No problem, nothing but the bottom of the net para kay Real Cervantes, restoring order here para sa kanyang kupunan as a timeout is taken here on the floor. Man on your screens is Jomar Santos, 12.4 points per game this season. 38.2% from the field, 8.1 rebounds, but a monster performance in that game against Batangas City. 25, 10 out of 16 from the field.
Yeah, it's a double-double, monster double-double from Jomar Santos.
These are the type of players na hindi mo inaakalang magpupuntos na malaki para sa'yo. As Villanueva gets 2 points underneath. Ito yung mga underrated players, itong si Jomar Santos, but he really has been showing out for Caloocan. And he's also the type of player na yung mga tira niya, minsan di mo akalain, pero nasushoot. And like that guy though, James Martinez, sanay na tayo makita yan.
Yeah, James Martinez with a walk-in three there. And yeah, Jomar Santos, one of those players na when you look at them, they look slow, they look sloppy, but once you play against them, they're actually quite athletic and can score the basketball.
Yan yung mga nakakatakot kalaban eh. Clean swipe, Matiliano recovers, Arboleda extra pass, Montilla from the left corner, in and out. Inigo looking ahead, Martinez leaks out, one fake and the two para kay James Martinez.
Veteran na veteran. Veteran moves yung ganun. Shot fake, fly-by, and the basket.
Remember, Martinez was scoreless the whole first half against Batangas City. Scored his first bucket at the tail end of the third quarter, a buzzer beater, at doon nagtuloy-tuloy na, helping his team get that victory, that big upset against Batangas City, ending up with 14 points in Player of the Game honors.
Yeah, he really has that clutch gene in him.
Here's that pitch ahead by Atsi Inigo, one of the best to do it here in the Mpbl, getting it up to one of the best scorers in James Martinez, who now has 12 points to his name. Muntinlupa, they started this quarter really well, just could not get stops. And right now, hindi naman sila makashoot.
Oo nga, ngayon nag-struggle naman sila on the offensive end, and that's when Caloocan just started scoring and scoring, but here's a turnover.
Montilla, will he finish the play? Yes, he will. Much needed basket para sa Muntinlupa.
Yeah, Muntinlupa was doing really well. We thought this was gonna be a close game. There's still a chance. It's still a long way to go.
2 minutes and 19 ang natitira dito sa ating third quarter. Santos working on Engio. Tough shot. I honestly did not think that had a chance to go in.
Yeah, I mean, ang ganda ng pektos niya sa tira. I mean, that's how you know he's really a scorer. The scoring instincts, because the ball just seemingly parang may magnet na papasok talaga siya sa basket.
16 points in the game para kay Jomar Santos. Katimbuhan. 7 on the shot clock. Kick out. Arboleda from straight away. Yes, sir. Harold Arboleda from downtown.
Yeah, Harold, he's been working on that shot, and it shows.
Has always been one of your most steady players. Itong si Harold Arboleda. Can always count on him for baskets, for
reliable.
rebounds. Inigo, the spin. Couldn't get that fall away one-hander to drop. Now the stop here for Muntinlupa.
Let's see if they can get it down to 10 points before the quarter ends.
Arboleda hands it off, Montilla. Oh, that pass far behind para dito kay Harold Arboleda. Andun na siya malapit sa basket.
Yun yung mga sayang na turnovers talaga. As the head coach of Muntinlupa, he'd really be looking at those plays.
Turnover story on your screens, +7 in that department. Ang Cagers 16-9. They get a stop here. Arboleda being bothered by the defense of Atsi Inigo. And to his disbelief, Inigo will be called for a foul.
That's actually a bailout. I thought Harold was gonna get an 8-second call there.
O kung di natawag yung foul na yun, 1 segundo na lang.
Oo, malamang sa malamang matatawagan yun.
Katimbuhan calling the shots here for the Cagers. He really loves that drive inside and finishing with the inside hand.
Oo, may mga certain players really have their go-to moves that they need to. Pag stuck sila, hindi nila alam gagawin. That's the move that they're gonna go to.
Ikaw ba anong go-to move mo?
Actually, di ko alam eh. Di ko pa nandi-discover, Habs. Malalaman natin siguro sa coming seasons. No.
Oh, okay. I see you. Meanwhile, Katimbuhan is our guest at the stripe. 5 points, 3 assists in this game for Troy Katimbuhan. Free throw has not been kind to him in this game. And if you are a point guard, you have to make sure that you convert on those freebies, as he does on the second try. 2 out of 5 from the line. Ito si Troy Katimbuhan.
He has to do better. Free throws again.
60% overall itong Muntinlupa in this game from that area. 13 seconds remaining in the third. Laude working on Asoro, or Boleda rather. Here's Asoro, left corner 3. That doesn't work. Montilla still has time. The heave from 3-quarter court will not work para kay Mac Montilla. And that, ladies and gentlemen, marks the end of our third quarter of action. Muntinlupa failing to get themselves back into contention in that period after being down by 11 at the half. Jomar Santos really burning the nets in that third period.
Oh, all of his points almost coming from the inside. Jomar Santos, such a bruiser, so strong.
16 points, 7 out of 9 from the field, helping his team right the ship here para dito sa Caloocan Excellence victory liner. 66-53 at the end of 3. Back here inside the Muntinlupa Sports Complex, where their home team is down by 13 points against the visiting Caloocan Excellence. But of course, the Cagers, they do want to give a victory to their home crowd here. Not really a full venue, but still a sizable crowd for a Tuesday triple header. This is day 78 of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Abby Balanya, joined by Darius Videri. Mika Abisamis is at courtside. That is no way to start the fourth quarter if you're Muntinlupa, giving up the turnover and getting a basket. Ito si J.R. Flores.
Yeah, that's the worst case scenario for Muntinlupa. Coming off the third quarter, you want to start strong if you're Muntinlupa.
Engyo trying to make something happen. Katimbuhan steps back against Asoro. Back irons that one. Villanueva trying to come up with the offensive board. Loose ball foul will be called on J.R. Flores.
Yeah, there's always pressure from the home team since you're playing in your home court. There's always pressure to win. And right now, Muntinlupa down 15. They got to catch up.
Well, the Excellence has done a remarkable job of silencing the crowd here inside the Muntinlupa Sports Complex. Montilla, quick move to the basket. Could not finish on the reverse.
That was a good move from Montilla. Sayang, di pumasok.
Mac Montilla has 8 points rather in this game para sa Muntinlupa. Flores did not play in the first half. Villanueva asking for that ball to go their way. But our referees, I don't think, will be changing their decision, and it will be a baseline throw-in for Caloocan.
Actually, Flores, one of the crucial players of Caloocan in seasons past, if I remember correctly. So it's nice to see him with some burn here. Let's see what he can do.
He actually started some games para sa kanila. I'm not really sure why late na siya nakapasok dito. He started this 2022 season with the Marikina Shoemasters but found his way back to his old team, the Caloocan Excellence, midway through the season.
Yeah, sometimes it's the team that you're playing on that will dictate how good you are.
He secures the rebound here. His team up by 15, 68 to 53. 8 and 20 remaining in the fourth. Martinez trying to drive baseline against B-Boy Engyo. That's going to be a tap out of bounds. Caloocan will take a timeout on the floor here. 8 minutes and 14 remaining. First game earlier today, Mindoro falling to the number 2 team in the South Division, the Zamboanga Families Grand Sardines, 111 to 70, extending the winning streak to 13 games para dito sa Mindoro. Game 2, Gensan winning over the Laguna Cora Asia Heroes, 84 to 79. Asoro shorthands that floater, but they still get possession here. They'll take their time. Avi Palanyo together with Darvish Bideri. Mika Abisamis is at courtside. Asoro once again from 3.
Oh, lots of offensive rebounds for Caloocan. Muntinlupa has to do a better job getting that ball. Caloocan, so many chances to score. Oh, what a move from Lasco.
Damien Lasco, the top scorer this season para dito sa Caloocan Excellence. Getting a bucket. 10 points now in the game, breaking double figures. Itong si Damien Lasco.
And really Muntinlupa's body language kind of showing some frustration here. They have to pick it up. They have to play more positively.
Katimbuhan working with Alves. That's going to be a push against James Martinez.
Number 13, James Martinez.
First personal against James Martinez.
James Martinez.
Manalang will check into the game para dito sa Caloocan. First time in this match para sa kanya. Oh, tough shot and a good finish right there.
And he injures himself in the process.
Katimbuhan.
Hope he's okay.
Number 81, Mark Manala is first. Mpbl number 3.
See a good pass from Montilla. Heads up play there. It's a nice shot. I don't know if he practices that, but that's just a good feel for the game from Katimbuhan.
Sabi mo nga heads up, literally heads up. Well, he looks to be fine here. Konting pagpag lamang dito para kay Troy Katimbuhan. Completes the 3-point play. Still a 14-point lead para dito sa Caloocan. 70 to 56. Almost 3 minutes into this fourth quarter. Flores being defended by Villanueva. Ill-advised shot there. That's a miss by JR.
Muntinlupa trying to chase the game. They gotta play faster.
Still very much manageable here. Montilla. 2-man game with Ivan. Gets Flores on the switch.
Oh, bailout foul. That's too much dribbling, but he was fouled there.
Holding foul on number 29,
I thought it was going to be a turnover, but Montilla kept his cool.
Of course, Mac Montilla, veteranong na yan dito sa Mpbl. Played for the Bicol Volcanoes in seasons past.
That's a foul on Lasco, and Caloocan with a chance to regroup. Muntinlupa should also regroup. They should talk about how they could catch up, and Caloocan to close out.
17 turnovers now in the game para dito sa Muntinlupa.
Yeah, that's a lot for any team in any level.
And to make matters worse, foul will be called on Mac Montilla. Domark Matiliano makes his way back into this one. That's one guy that you have to get going. Had a decent end to our first half. Itong si Domark Matiliano, but has not really been felt here in the fourth quarter. Lasco, mismatch here against Ivan Villanueva. That's going to be a foul.
It's a good foul, but it's quite risky because sometimes if you hit the head, you could get an unsportsmanlike foul.
Basket will not count. That hit to the chest right there. We saw a similar situation in our past game earlier where Raymond Matias fouled itong si JP Belenson at natamaan ang kanyang mata. He was called for that unsportsmanlike foul.
Yeah, yun talaga. Minsan pag pangit yung angle and you get unlucky, you get hit hard.
At saka madalas ngayon hindi na kasi tinatawagan yung intention. It's really, you judge the action eh.
Yeah.
Kung ano yung nangyari. If it was dangerous for the offensive player, then definitely our referees will not hesitate to call that unsportsmanlike foul. Kahit sabihin mo hindi sinasadya. Muntinlupa has possession, 70-56. Oh, Matiliano driving to his strong side there, fishing a foul against Damian Lasco.
The game is slowing down a bit, and if I'm Muntinlupa, like I said, they really got to get the pace up. Caloocan intentionally doing this to waste time.
And one thing that Muntinlupa could take advantage of, Caloocan is already in the penalty with 5 minutes and 48 still remaining in this game.
Yes, all they have to do is be aggressive and make their free throws.
Matiliano takes care of the first. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Swishes the couple. Ito si Domark Matiliano, now in double figures with 11 points. Definitely more work to be done here for Domark Matiliano and company.
Oh, they're going with the press. They're trying to create turnovers now. This is going to be exciting, Javi.
Arboleda is marking Joggy Laude, gets it safely across. There's a gamble by Mac Montilla. Not really the wisest of decisions, don't you think?
Yeah, he has to keep the fouls down. But in a way, it's also a good foul because it stops. I mean, Cervantes was turning towards the basket. He could have scored or created a foul. So, in a way, that was a good intentional foul.
13th foul there for Muntinlupa. Oh, good block there by Coy Alves.
Yeah, Coy using his length, putting his length to good use.
He spiked that ball from out.
I think Coy also used to play volleyball.
I would have doubted. He has that build.
Yeah.
Dangerous pass inside. The Flores muscling his way for the deuce.
JR just moving Coy Alves out of the way.
Big boy move right there. Galing dito kay JR Flores. It's back to a 14-point advantage para dito sa Caloocan. Arboleda handed off to Troy. Katimbuhan, in and out, the spin, the kick out. Arboleda, penetration. Oh! Sorry, miss, but Matiliano is there to clean up the mess.
Thank goodness Montiliano is there. You don't see that often from Harold Arboleda, one of the most reliable players here in the MPBL, missing a layup.
12 puntos pa rin ang hinahabol ng Muntinlupa. Cervantes for 3.
That just hurts for Muntinlupa. That's really gotta hurt. Real Cervantes with a arrow to the chest there.
Each time that Muntinlupa threatens to go on a run, Caloocan always having an answer.
Crucial stops are required for Muntinlupa here.
Montilla for 3. Cervantes almost coming away with that rebound. The ball stepped out of bounds. And last touch, mapapatawan dito sa Caloocan as a previous sequence. Matiliano at the right place at the right time. At this guy here, Real Cervantes, telling everybody, relax, I got this. Restoring order to this game para dito sa Caloocan Excellence as the timeout will be taken on the floor here. 75-60 is the count. Muntinlupa Cagers have 2 remaining games after this on their schedule. They go up against Makati City Manlakangpan on October 10, and on October 13 they face the Imus Bandera Extreme, one of their rivals in the South Division that they hope to go in front of to get that last bus to the playoffs. Katimbuhan. Turnover once again, very crucial. And Flores takes advantage by scoring 2 on the other end.
You can see the frustration from the players of Muntinlupa.
Isa sa mga pinakaayaw ng mga coaches, after the timeout, di ka makakonvert.
Yes, kakakrokis lang ng coach.
Actually, okay na nga lang hindi ka makakonvert eh. Mas hindi okay yung turnover.
Oo. Yun yung pinakamasakit as a coach. It's such a big frustration from I think all coaches.
But here, Domark Matiliano gets the foul against J.R. Flores, his 3rd personal of the game. Matiliano is going to work here, but his team has not been rewarded with a chance to get back into this in time. Is not on their side here with 3 minutes and 23 remaining.
Yeah, I mean, potentially the lead could be just 15, but it's a mountain to climb for Muntinlupa.
Oh, we've seen stranger things happen in basketball.
Yeah, for sure. Anyone can get hot at any moment. But of course, if you're Muntinlupa, this is the worst case scenario for you. Catching up with time running out.
Laude, rush shot there on the left corner. And the Cagers, they have a chance here, a window of opportunity. Montilla will run this. They give it to their top gun. Lefty versus lefty. Matiliano against Lasco. That is good. All net para kay Domark Matiliano, stepping back and getting the trifecta to go.
Stranger things have happened indeed, Abby. Let's see.
Now, Coach Toto Duhilio will take a ceasefire here.
Yeah, look at the step back from Matiliano, and that's such a, you could see he practices this move, and he's practiced this a lot to have the confidence to do it in a game.
18 points now in the game para kay Domark Matiliano. We'll be back after this timeout. Real Cervantes and the rest of the Caloocan Excellence looking to secure the victory here against the Muntinlupa Cagers. He has 14 points in this game. Backstopping ito si Jomar Santos, who has 16 of his own. 2 minutes and 30 remaining sa ating huling laro dito sa ating Tuesday triple header. Oh, Matias, first appearance in this game. Tries to drive inside and get the two. That layup is short para sa kanya.
Magic
Cagers
Hugot for Caloocan.
with a chance here. Matiliano, will he get back-to-back? No, he won't. Short on that three-point try. And the Excellence will have possession as we enter the final 2 minutes of this one. Caloocan will take their time here. Matias against Matiliano. Picks up his dribble. Looks for a friend. Raflores, one fake.
Ah,
A drive inside. That's going to be personal. Looks to be on Koy Alves.
yeah, and if you're Muntinlupa, you just really, this is good because the clock is stopping. They have a chance to see what happens with Caloocan here.
The next foul of Muntinlupa will put the Caloocan player at the line for 2 shots. Matias, that's a turnover. Crucial one para sa Caloocan.
Kung titignan mo, it's a 12-point lead, but like you said, Javi, anything can happen.
Well, a 3-point shot here will put them within 9. Get a stop, another 3-point shot. They get right back in this game.
Yes, and that will be exciting for everyone.
Well, our fans here in the venue, anxious moments para sa kanila at para sa kanilang kupunan. Arboleda gets it. Montilla for 3.
Yun na yung sinasabi mo, Javi. Nerves. You can see. Really
Bukas na
high.
dito ang pinto para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers. But can Caloocan shut it down for them? Let's look at what will happen in this possession. Terzo fouled here by Arboleda. And that's going to be 2 free throws.
Yun lang. Not really a good foul, but I think that's their scheme to blitz the screen.
There's a 3-point shot by Mac Montilla. It trims this gap to 9, but Terzo has a chance to extend it back to double figures. Joseph Terzo could not sink the first free throw. He is a 57.1% free throw shooter this season.
Yeah, he hasn't scored all game yet.
Oh,
Still.
back irons that one. At may foul pa na itatawag.
Oh, 2 free throws.
That's right. That's going to go against Caloocan on the loose ball. That's against J.R. Flores. That's foul number 4. Remember, J.R. Flores did not see action in the first half. He has been playing quality minutes for the Excellence in this second half. He scored 6 points. But this foul could be something big para dito sa Muntinlupa.
Oh, you gotta make your free throws. That's the biggest lesson from this game. Koy Alves, I mean, sometimes it's just nerves working against you here. Crucial moments.
Alves, that's his first miss at the line in this game. Takes care of the second one, a split para dito kay Koy Alves. Muntinlupa is 13 out of 18 in this game. 8-point lead. Do they need to foul, Dar?
I don't think they need to.
Oh, that's good defense by Alves, but
They needed a stop.
Raymark Matias coming off the bench, very cold, but getting that tough basket.
Yeah, that's tough to do as we look at Matias here. He hasn't played all game, and that says a lot about his confidence in himself. Look at that.
The confidence of the coaching staff in him to give him the ball at such a crucial moment.
Oh, it's a good basket, and that's just I feel sorry for Muntinlupa. They were looking for a stop there, and they just couldn't get it. Like, that's the story of the whole game. They needed crucial stops, and they couldn't get them.
We'll stay on here. Games on Thursday at the Orion Sports Complex in Bataan. Laguna going up against Marikina at 5 o'clock. In our second offering, it's going to be the Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines going up against Pampanga Giant Lanterns in a battle of the top two teams from the North and South divisions. In our main game, it's going to be the Mindoro Tams and the Bataan Risers squaring off at 9 p.m. That's going to be on October 6th, Thursday. So no more timeouts remaining para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers. Caloocan still with one ceasefire to call. 42.5 seconds ang nalalabi dito.
Oh, they gotta be faster than that, definitely.
I'm surprised they inbounded from the backcourt. Montilla gets the switch, goes back. Montilla for three, way short. Caloocan, here's Matias. They seem to be dribbling away this one as the Excellence are well on their way to their 6th victory. Second straight para sa kanila, following up their huge upset against the Batangas City Embassy Chill last game. Muntinlupa Cagers meanwhile fall to 5-14. Caloocan, buhay pa ang chance nila dito na makahabol sa playoffs and catch up with Marikina. They're currently tied right now at 6-13. Jomar Santos is our player of the game. This player of the game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the Mpbl. With OKBet on the win, Jomar Santos, although he did not play a lot in that fourth quarter, he was the reason why they controlled this game in that third period at yung dahilan kung bakit sila nakalayo talaga. And the Muntinlupa Cagers, di na talaga sila nakabalik eh.
Yeah, they couldn't get the crucial stops like I was saying. And Jomar Santos carrying Caloocan. It was a good team effort, but for the vast majority of the game, he was the one who was scoring those crucial baskets to balloon the lead that eventually Muntinlupa wasn't able to catch up with.
4 players in double figures para dito sa Caloocan Excellence. Santos leads everyone. Lasco had 10. Cervantes had 14. Martinez had 12. Total team effort. Achi Inigo had 8 to backstop all these scorers para dito sa Caloocan Excellence. Let's turn you over to Mika Abisames, who is with Jomar Santos at courtside.
Maraming salamat. Kasama ko nga ngayon ang best player of this ball game na si Jomar Santos. Jomar, nakuha nyo na yung matagal nyo nang inaasam, yung pagiging pag-gel ng team. At itong araw na to, naging collective effort. Ang dami nyo talagang gumawa. At importante to sigurado for the next rounds. Anong masasabi mo doon?
Siguro yung sobrang hard lang namin sa practice tsaka focus kami doon. Nagbunga na. Lalo na kailangan namin lahat ng panalo eh. Kaya todo kami sa ensayo.
Getting into the next rounds of the competition, anong iniisip mo?
Siguro, hindi pa namin iniisip ngayon yun kasi may last 2 games pa kami. So, kailangan makuha namin panalo bago namin pagandaan yung susunod.
Okay, meron ka bang mga gustong batiin or pasalamatan?
Unang-unay na binabati ko yung mga boss namin, sila Kong Oka, Malapitan, sila Mayor Along, at saka yung mga boss pa namin na sila Boss Epay, Boss Dennis Flores, tsaka yung family ko, yung si Arlene, yung asawa ko, yung anak ko, si Renz, tsaka si Ana, tsaka yung si Boss Jan ng Euratex, tsaka yung Sports Garage, yung sponsor, yung ano namin. Tapos Victory Liner din, yan. Tsaka yung mga teammates ko, yan, si Boss RM, Raymond Machas, tsaka yun lang.
Okay, maraming salamat and congratulations. That was the best player of the game, Jomar Santos. And this player of the game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the Mpbl. With OKBet, own the win. Happy Dar.
Thank you so much, Mika. Once again, congratulations, Jomar Santos and the Caloocan Excellence. They tied the Marikina Shoemasters at 6-13. So still a lot in store for these two teams as they try to battle for the last seat of the playoffs dito sa ating North Division. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for our 3-game lineup. On Thursday, we have another triple header in store for you. That's going to happen at the Orion Sports Complex in Bataan. Laguna will be battling out the Marikina Shoemasters at 5 p.m. At 7, it's going to be the Zamboanga Families Brand Sardines battling the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. And in our main game, the Mindoro Dams look to arrest their losing skid against the home squad, the Bataan Risers. Thank you so much once again for joining us on this Tuesday dito sa Muntinlupa Sports Complex. For my partner, Darvish Bederi, for Mika Abisanes, and for all the hardworking men and women of our production crew, this has been Javi Palanya, and this is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Good night from Muntinlupa.